Well, I don't know if I should say welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon, which I just did, but also welcome to the Hartland Mansion. We're down here, and this is where we do a lot of our location stuff and everything else. And I have the pleasure of Jimi with me. Jimi, I've known for a long time, and you have BizVid, right?
BizVid, yeah.
BizVid. And it's a company that you've had for a long time now.
Yeah,
and
almost 10 years.
10 years. I was going to say, it's definitely since I've been in town, and I've been in town for, I think, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I think, quite a long time. I've known you for about 4 years. I've known you a long time.
I know.
How's business?
Business is good. It's been
You're
very
always busy. You're always busy.
Well, I guess that's
because
good.
a lot of people in this town don't get the business. They don't sort of get the biz, as we call it. What's your secret?
Well, I mean, we have been around for a long time, and
Yes.
I mean, I guess advertising and really networking and just getting our name out there so that people know who we are, and then also being able to produce good quality.
I was going to say,
videos.
is it sort of a lot of it is the turning up on time to actually having all the equipment, and also you know, producing what people want.
Absolutely, because honestly, I mean, filming is really the easy part. It's the editing. So it's all in the editing. Yeah, and like my background and some of the other editors' backgrounds that we work with in BizVid is graphic design. So I had a printing company for about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
did graphic design. We had offset presses. We had 4-color presses and the whole gambit. I mean, presses that would reach from here to that wall over there.
I've been in those companies. They are huge.
I don't miss the smell, though, because there's lots of chemical smells going on. So, but that industry just, I mean, people really aren't looking in their mailbox for products and services anymore.
Not anymore.
So,
no.
And they're not looking in the phone book.
No, they're not.
So,
no. Funny you said. I just did, as you know, Timmy DeRosa, who has Elegance Ink. There's my daughter, and she has Elegance Ink, and I just did her magazine for her. And it turned out, I can say myself, she liked it. As long as she liked it, that's all that counts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all that counts. And because she knows what she wants, and she's going to get what she wants.
Yeah. She's like her mom.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Go out there. And it turned out very well. But it is a magazine, but it's for the boutique owners. It is for something different. But I think you're absolutely right. That business is kind of gone.
Yeah.
Because it's the internet now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can get everything.
So how do people use your company or use for the videos and for all this? Is this to go on the internet?
They could use it in many different ways. This is a great question because they could put the videos on their website, and that's very important because when people go to a website, they don't want to really read about products and services.
Nobody wants to read anymore. They don't want to read. They want to read one paragraph.
They want to just push that play button.
Don't you put that? People will not read that.
Yeah, exactly. They just want to press the play button. So having video on the website is very important. Social media is huge. I mean, if you don't have a social media presence and you're a business trying to get recognition. So social media is not dying. Yeah, no, social media is not dying.
Not dying.
No.
Okay.
I mean, people may shift from one to the other. Maybe today it's Facebook and tomorrow it's Instagram, but they're just it just goes back around again. But Facebook is still the main monster.
It's still the main. Yeah,
it's the big one.
This is amazing how it's grown, though, isn't it? Because you were in the advertising business, making magazines and doing all that stuff, so you know that end of it. And now you see this sort of social media, which is completely different.
Absolutely.
And you have to get a hold of it.
Even social media has changed a lot. I mean, it's the same thing. People don't want to read anymore. They want to watch video. So, I mean, Facebook has come a long way with video. Even things that are not social media, but in the same realm as like YouTube. YouTube is just huge. I mean, people go to YouTube to watch anything from fix-it videos to all kinds of promotional videos.
They even watch Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube.
Absolutely, see? You see it all over. There you go.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I have my own.
Good little plug.
I have my own YouTube thing going. Oh yes, amazing. That to me is amazing.
Yeah, and then you can also use those links, and you can send it on Twitter. Tweet it out on Twitter.
Send
it out on
Twitter,
Instagram.
you go Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
You go Pinterest. There's loads of places you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just
and it's all about video. It really is. I mean,
so you're right in with that. Do you
Absolutely.
like it?
Yes. I mean,
Do you enjoy the creation of it?
I just got done, finished filming a video on Las Vegas Boulevard, which was a flash mob marriage proposal. And you know how cool that is? I mean, she had no idea. Of course, obviously, he's in on it.
Yeah, because they hired you.
Exactly.
Somebody had to hire you.
And plus the flash mob.
Yes.
And I mean, everyone's just standing around like they don't know what's going on.
They didn't even know who you were.
No, because we're kind of inconspicuous, except for except if they see the shirt. But,
but they still don't know you're connected
exactly.
to them.
And then it starts out with one little kid starts dancing, and then another kid starts dancing, and then all of a sudden everyone starts dancing, and next thing you know, they got this whole dance mob going on, and she's just like watching it. She's filming it with her camera, going, "Oh, look, this is pretty cool."
And you're filming her and the dancers.
And we're filming her. We're filming the dancers.
Did the guy, the husband, whatever it's going to be, did he hire all these dancers?
Yep. He hired all of them.
What a brilliant idea!
Yeah, it was so cool. That is so cool. Awesome. And then they bring her in, and then they all kneel down, and then he comes walking up, and he's got his ring. He's fumbling it around, but he's got the ring.
Who wouldn't be nervous with all this going on?
And I mean, she was just in shock. So I mean, it was good.
And you got to film that.
Yeah, and we got to film.
So Jimmy got to film something that was so precious to somebody else as well, and you got to share this incredible moment. And it's there forever. But you better do a good job on that.
I know.
Yeah. Do you like editing?
I do. Yeah. I like editing. I like both because, if I'm just editing, you could be in front of a computer for hours. Next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm an editor.
And
I edit.
Yeah.
I know how to edit.
You know how that time flies.
And I was one of the type of editors that it had to be perfect. I could not have a beat missing. I couldn't have music missing, voice. If there was a funny thing there, I'll rechange the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was a perfectionist on editing.
I'm the same way.
But I used to love the creativity of it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's great creativity.
Absolutely. I mean, the programs now and some of the things that you can do in them are just amazing, and they just keep getting more and more and more advanced.
Absolutely. So where are you going with all this? Because I've watched Jimmy grow. I've watched him grow. How many cameras you've got now? You've got about 8 or 10 cameras. You've got a lot of cameras. He's built a whole studio. He's built this whole thing up. You've gone into this 100%. You really, really like it.
Yeah,
you really,
absolutely.
Really enjoy. Do you want to direct movies? What do you want to?
Well, that's kind of a whole different.
That's a different ballgame.
Yeah, doing movies is, that's an established field for people that are doing movies. Now, I know there's like a kind of an in-between
the camera thing,
Yeah, I don't know. That's not necessarily, I would say, if anything, the direction I'd want to go in is to grow, to be nationwide, to have a place that's like a go-to company for video production.
And so go-to company video production would actually be, you could have an actual place, but that would mostly be on the internet, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
because that's what it is these days.
You would be able to find,
as well as having our own big company.
But what I want to do is, if somebody is going to either, whether it's Portland, Maine, or Portland, Oregon, they'd be able to they'd know that they'd have a certain quality of video production, no matter where they are.
They know this company,
across.
If they're going to do it, I'm going to get this.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So you want to make sure you keep that.
There are certain key things that every business needs, and you've got business cards, for example. The go-to companies for business cards. You've got Print. You've got, what's the other one? Vistaprint. These are all go-to companies. If you wanted business cards or printing, if you wanted web design, you could go to Wix.com.
So you want to be video?
We want to be the go-to company.
So you're the go-to company.
Yeah.
And you obviously don't find that hard to do because you're kind of halfway there already, or if not all the way there.
Yeah,
really.
Like I said, a lot of it has to do with the editing part, and editing can be centrally located because filming can be anywhere. You can if you set certain standards, you can have filming be in whatever state it can be.
Of course, absolutely. So it sounds wonderful what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to happen. So hopefully we're the company. So it's just a question of who's going to do it. So.
Yes, and it's who's going to get out there and
because
put that
people
name
do.
out? How did Vista get out there?
Yeah.
How did they get out there? Do you know how they get out there?
Yeah.
Price and quality.
Exactly.
They gave 100% quality, but they gave a great price. They gave a price that wasn't too cheap and they get something cheap. They gave a price. There was another company here in town actually called Media something. I don't know if they've moved somewhere else, but they were absolutely fabulous at printing and everything like that.
We were too. We brought the price down in Las Vegas quite a bit.
So, but you don't do that now?
No.
Because you're going into video
But we brought the price of full-color business cards down quite a bit, because when I first started in the printing industry, we were looking for full color business cards because we were starting to get that demand, because it was just moving over from like the raised printing or the foil printing and the two-color printing, they were to full color. And I was trying to get bids because we only had two-color presses at the time to some of the bigger printing companies, and they were all at like $350 to $400 for 1,000 business cards. That was about the going rate, And so what I did is just try to figure out, you know, what are some of the other places doing it? What are California? What are they doing out there? And they were doing something called gang runs. So that's something that I was one of the first ones here in Las Vegas to start gang running business cards. We put a billboard right up here on Charleston, actually. Charleston, Las Vegas Boulevard. We put a big billboard up. It said $99 full color business cards. And we had it up there, and there was nobody in Las Vegas doing that at the time. Nobody could beat it.
And also the quality. Because quality is always the thing, you know, that has to be. Quality has to be, even if you have to put a little more margin and you don't make as much profit, it's better to have the quality out there.
And the quantity.
In the long run,
so for us, so the way that we would do it is we would run between 10 to 12 at a time. You know, that's what gang running is. Instead of just running one company at a time, we would run about 10 or 12 companies at a time.
At one time. That's where you cut your costs.
And that's how we could cut our costs.
Absolutely.
So that's how we were able to do it.
So Jimi has quite a story in town, and I'm sure you've done many things and many, you know, you've got a big history behind you of what you do and how you do. How can anybody reach you?
I don't know.
BizVid. Right?
Yes, BizVid. Business videos.
Business videos, that's what that is. Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, he's an amazing guest. I've known him for many years, and we've done a few red carpets.
Yes, we've done. Those were fun.
We did some red carpets. So with, what was it, Paul Scally? We went
Paul Scally,
Paul Scally, where are you and how are you?
I just worked with Paul Scally recently.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's doing good. He was hosting a show that we filmed over at Hooters, the Hooters Casino.
Really? Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
He's such a great guy.
I know, he is.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
He's such a neat guy out there.
He managed to grab, he does things that just many people can't do. He grabbed talent from all over the place and put the show together.
He seems to get things together. He's just got that.
That's for sure.
He's got that energy and that talent and that go-get and everything else. And his jokes are not bad either, because he is a comedian. Hello.
Yes, I know he is. He's funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
For sure. We've had quite a few people that we've interviewed on the red carpet.
Yes, many.
We had George Wallace.
George Wallace was down there. George Wallace was so much fun.
I know, that was.
Yeah, we had a lot of the comedians that come. I still see them around. I still am getting hold of them.
I know. There should be another show like that. We're actually, we may be filming something with some comedians there's a group of comedians that have gotten together that are, that help the homeless that are living underneath Las Vegas.
Yes, we were talking about that this afternoon. In fact, I was talking to Timmy about that this afternoon, and I guess I will have to mention it because there are 16,000, quote unquote, maybe 15,000, there are 16,000 homeless children in Vegas, and they're living exactly what you just said. They're living under the freeways, in the tunnels, in the tents. They hide themselves, especially the children, because they feel so ashamed of their position in life and where they are. So they don't, why we don't see them or hear about them, because they're ashamed of letting people know who they are. So they hide it up all the time. So don't forget, you've got to help them out there.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I mean, just that's one thing I like about working in video production, because you get a chance to see a lot of
that stuff
that you would not normally be able to see. And I remember I was editing one part of this video, and this guy was like, you know, I was just like everybody else. I was making $40,000, $50,000 a year, and you're just two wrong steps away from being right here where he is.
That's right.
He was saying.
Yes.
It's like, you know,
it's easy to fall into that. It can fall into it. So don't let it happen to you. But if you get a chance to help those kids out there, help them. Jimi, thank you so much for coming on. Absolutely amazing. Just love you. We'll be right back next week. Also, tomorrow, we'll be at the Pepper Mill. Vegas Live with Ninon, 1 to 3 o'clock. We'll be down there. We'll be back.